Last fall, my husband and I were part of 18 pilgrims, accompanied by Father Craig Irwin, Oblate of St. Francis de Sales, as our chaplain, to go on pilgrimage in the footsteps of St. Francis de Sales, St. Jane de Chantal, and our Venerable Carre. During these 10 days together, we not only got to experience new places and gorgeous views, but also we got to experience the culinary and cultural richness of the regions we visited. Through daily Mass and daily prayers together, we grew in holiness as we visited the places important to our Salesian family. Annecy lies in the northern tip of Lake Annecy, just 22 miles south of Geneva, Switzerland. Here in the gallery, this lower level of this home was the first home for the Visitation Sisters. In the summer of 1872, more than 260 years after the founding of the Visitation in Annecy at the gallery, Caroline Carre and two friends traveled here when they unexpectedly met Father Henry Chamon, who had already agreed to be her spiritual director and was there on pilgrimage. They met and prayed together at the Galerie. Acting on the intuition of St. Francis de Sales, they left Annecy resolved to form the association of which we are part. The Church of Saint-Germain, on a hill above Annecy, where St. Francis de Sales himself used to go often on pilgrimage. And with the views from this church, you can see why. Rising above Annecy is the beautiful Basilica of the Visitation. The precious reliquaries of St. Jane and St. Francis are both located in this church. Another very exciting stop on our pilgrimage was in Moulins, the Museum of the Visitation. Within this very interesting architectural space, we were able to see things that the sisters would make themselves, whether out of paper or embroidery, paint, wood, other materials. There were also many things that were given to them, that are also kept here in safekeeping. Many of the monasteries have been closing because there aren't enough sisters to keep the buildings open. Illuminated manuscript, painted and written by the sisters. We also got to see St. Jane's chair, the portable altar that St. Francis had when he preached in the Chablais, as well as his clothing when he was bishop. So I'm in Carre-le-Moignal, a small village in France, on the eastern side of France, and we are off to celebrate Mass. This is the town and the place, actually, where a young nun had a visit from Jesus, asking her to share the message that he wants all people to know his love. Our guide in Metz was Aude, the author of Caroline's biography that recently came out. And it was so wonderful to be able to walk around the town and visit where Caroline was baptized. Not too far away was also the church where she got married. Perhaps, though, my favorite part was going to her family home, which also has a chapel where she is buried, and where we got to visit and meet SMMI sisters and volunteers who run the property. Caroline's bedroom is now preserved as a chapel where we got to have Eucharistic adoration. We had a very special Mass in her parlor. In the back of the home is a beautiful two-tiered garden that includes an outdoor Stations of the Cross, which many of us enjoyed praying. It was very special knowing that she had walked in the same places that we were. Our visit ended with a delightful meal shared and made by and served by the SMMI sisters who live there and other women who are part of our Salesian family. What a beautiful gift they gave us. A very special part of our trip was getting to meet new Salesian friends along the way. Sisters of the Visitation who were as excited to meet us as we were to meet them. Our beloved SMMI sisters who greeted us and welcomed us with such warmth and hospitality. And what a treasure we received from the local daughters who came out to visit us at the different places along our pilgrimage route. It was so great to meet them and share time with them and hear their stories. We even got a chance to visit one of the local daughters in Dijon and her husband in their home, where they welcomed us with a reception. It was such a special moment at the end when they sang a song for us in French and we sang a song for them in English. I know Madame Carre would have been so happy to see her children gathered together in joy and friendship. What's up the next adventures in next? Getting in the little elevator with all of our suitcases.
Yes, and
I'm trying to figure out how do you put the pieces together. I want to hear that again. I said we aren't spring chickens and you started clucking. See, I'm not the only one who said this is the prettiest potty I've ever seen. Right? Check this out. It's so beautiful. Did you notice even the toilet paper has leaves on it? Yeah.